Today we're going to make a whisk. Simple project one can do for like if you're out camping with the family and stuff. Whip up some scrambled eggs. Be a fun project for the kids, for something to do. They actually look kind of neat. Need 15 skewers, twigs, splits of wood, whatever you want to use. In this case I'm using skewers because they're simple and easy. You can find them most anywhere. And 5 or 6 feet of cord, in which case it's jute cord. You can make your own. Nothing real difficult. Overlap the end a little bit to where you have a foot or so overlap. Take one of your skewers, pieces of wood, splits, whatever, and go just fold it around it, stick it in there, half twist, and then just keep doing this through the whole process until you have all 15 in there. Once you get it to this point, on your last wrap, just tie a knot in it. That'll hold it all secure. To make life easier, pull them up relatively close. Before you start it, I usually leave them on. You can cut all these off flat or spin them around and use this end as your base end. It doesn't really matter, it depends on how you want it. When I do these, I'll use this for like if it's a camp pot or something with square corners in the bottom. This will get into the edge fairly easy as you're mixing stuff up. Again, it's kind of how you want. Okay, lay it flat, then roll it up on itself. And I just roll it right down the knots because you want the knots built up like that. And hold your fingers on the knot, tap it with something that'll push all your ends straight. See how the knots are building on top of each other, and what that does is it flares it out. Okay, then I'll come in and wrap it a couple of times. Come opposite of where you tied your knot at the end of the string. Make sure everything's down. Back through the bundle. And tie another knot. That tends to want to keep everything secure. With this jute cord, pull it tight, but don't put excessive force on it. It's like 20-pound test, so you can break it. Done it multiple times. It'll annoy the crap out of you because you'll break it about the time you get close to being done. Then half hitch it. I'll come up a ½ inch, 3/4 inch or so, depends on where you want it. And a half hitch, just take your line, form a loop with the long end of the cord on the underside. You'll know if you get it wrong because it won't stay. Pull it over the top and pull your line through. And you basically form a setup like that. Walk it up to the top, leaving gap. I leave a gap. This is just how I like to do it. You can do it any way you want. You can wrap it, tie it, however. This to me I find is the easiest generally. Then I'll do a couple of loops around the top, pulling fairly tight, another one below your loops. Hold it with your fingers, you're pulling it tight, and you can line it all up going back down, because I'll do the same thing going down, but go below the ones you put on the first time. That tends to make everything bite and hold secure. Do that again, all the way down. Then I'll come below that. Tie a half knot in it. Come back up. Oops, that's what I'm talking about. Another one, and I'll wrap a few more times. Come back, tie this off into a square knot. At that point, your whisk is basically done. You can cut these off, but just to add on a little bit, I twist this up into a cordage, then form a loop out of it. So to do that, twist this cord counterclockwise, which you'll see it tightening up the wrap. Then bring it, or clockwise I mean, twist this clockwise, you'll see it tightening up the wrap. Bring it counterclockwise over your lower one. Same thing, just keep twisting it, bring it back. Twist it clockwise, bring it back counterclockwise. Twist it clockwise, bring it back counterclockwise. And just do that down the length of it. You can see the cordage starting to form up. Okay, once you formed your cordage, do a simple cordage twist like that, just tie a knot in it. Otherwise the friction holds it together while you're doing it, but it will unravel. And that is rather quite annoying once you've gone to the trouble to make it. You can whip it, tie a knot in it. I find tying a knot in it is just about the easiest. Then, to form the loop, once you tied your knot, you got a little bit there. To get under it, the easiest way, twist your cord up tight, bring it down into a loop to where that keeps all the fibers nice and tight, and you can shove it through, get hold of it, and pull you a loop in it. Then at that point, throw a half hitch over the top once you're securing it. Pull it tight. Another one. There you have it. Trim this off. Once you get, these will shift about a little bit as you use it. So if this is going to be a permanent one, what I tend to like to do is you get them all flattened out like that, take some epoxy, something along that line, and mix it up, dip it in the end, set it up right, let it dry. It'll form a little cap over there, hold everything nice and tight. It'll be secure. Then you'll have a nice permanent whisk. You can hang it on your wall. Something you've done, teach your kids a project, get them off that damn phone, out in the real world, living life.
Smash the subscribe button such as you would your fearsome foe.